When a new vulnerability disclosure hits a public database, autonomous AI agents are now parsing the entry and synthesizing functional exploit chains within minutes. This automated operational tempo defines the threat state crisis. These machine-speed attacks are occurring simultaneously across sectors that were historically air-gapped or segregated, hitting municipal power grids, cloud serverless nodes, and deep space telemetry uplinks in a single wave. In the energy sector, these scripts target the high-voltage transformers and protective relays that stabilize the grid. By bridging the gap between enterprise IT and physical operational technology, this multi-vector event demonstrates that traditional reactive security models are no longer sufficient to protect critical infrastructure. Adversaries have shifted their strategy, deploying generative AI pipelines that move away from noisy, easily detected brute force routines. These pipelines autonomously synthesize polymorphic exploit chains. They adapt their code structure, timing, and memory obfuscation in real time based on the specific defensive posture of the host environment. The strategic core of these evasions is trust inversion. Rather than introducing obvious malware, attackers hijack approved system utilities and certified workflow engines to blend malicious traffic into normal business operations. In the kernel layer, threat actors utilize Bring Your Own Vulnerable Driver, or BYOVD, techniques. They install legitimately signed Microsoft kernel drivers that contain known flaws, using them to disable security callbacks and blind endpoint detection and response agents. The AI-generated payloads then mask their command injection traffic as benign engineering diagnostics and telemetry polling. To a behavioral analyzer, the activity looks like legitimate administrative maintenance. This proves that even mathematically valid digital signatures are vulnerable when the underlying concept of trust is turned against the defender. On the physical edge, attackers are deploying AI scripts specifically engineered to infiltrate Siemens S7 programmable logic controllers. These ruggedized computers govern the mechanical actuators, valves, and turbines that drive advanced manufacturing and water distribution systems. The exploit bypasses anomaly detection by perfectly mimicking the traffic generated by legitimate Siemens engineering workstations, such as TIA Portal. The malware gains initial subnet access and initiates passive inspection on TCP port 102, building valid S7 COM protocol units over ISO on TCP without triggering bandwidth alarms. Using reinforcement learning models, the script autonomously parses the PLC's internal memory map. It identifies target data blocks and organization blocks, such as OV1 and OB35, preparing for a sub-second memory write. To remain undetected, the malware rewrites these execution cycles while maintaining identical scan durations. This prevents the PLC from tripping its hardware watchdog timers, which would otherwise force an emergency stop if cycle times deviated by a fraction of a millisecond. Once the script has control of the logic, it introduces micro-delays into the analog-to-digital conversion processing pipeline, desynchronizing the sampling rates of high-speed pressure sensors. This desynchronization induces destructive acoustic resonance inside gas pipeline compressors, leading to the physical blades fracturing while the system is under load. Throughout the destruction, the malware feeds fabricated, nominal sensor telemetry back to the human-machine interface consoles, viewed by human operators. Deep reinforcement learning has turned the discovery of proprietary industrial register addresses into an automated process, reducing the time required to weaponize industrial protocols to seconds. In the cloud serverless tier, security researchers identified a devastating vulnerability in the isolated-VM library, tracked as GHSA-864F-RCV7-6RH4. This library is widely used to instantiate secure V8 isolates within a single Node.js process, allowing cloud platforms to execute untrusted, multi-tenant JavaScript within a quarantined environment. The flaw stems from improper cross-context type validation inside the C++ binding bridge that connects these separate isolates. By passing a crafted proxy object through this bridge, an attacker induces cross-context prototype pollution. This triggers a use-after-free condition on the host process heap, allowing the guest code to construct an arbitrary read-write primitive. The payload then scans the host process memory map to resolve the base addresses of shared libraries, including libc and libnode. By constructing return-oriented programming chains to invoke system calls like mprotect, the attacker bypasses data execution prevention and address space layout randomization. Because the guest isolate can now achieve arbitrary remote code execution on the host operating system, The multi-tenant isolation assumptions used by many AI agent frameworks are no longer valid. These attacks frequently begin at the enterprise perimeter, targeting the gateways designed to verify identity and access. Critical flaws in Citrix NetScaler appliances allow unauthenticated attackers to completely circumvent authentication, authorization, and accounting enforcement. This bypass grants attackers unrestricted access to internal enterprise networks and Active Directory domains without requiring valid user credentials or MFA challenges. This exposure extends into space operations. Researchers uncovered a critical flaw in NASA JPL's open-source mission control toolkit, the AMOS AIT GUI. As shown in the vulnerability profile, this flaw carries a critical CVSS score of 9.4, enabling the unauthenticated injection of telecommands into the spacecraft command bus. The AIT GUI backend fails to enforce authentication on incoming WebSocket streams and REST API endpoints. An unauthenticated attacker can encapsulate forged telecommands into valid consultative committee for space data systems radio frequency frames. Once transmitted over S-band or X-band uplink frequencies, the spacecraft processes these instructions as authentic ground commands, potentially executing destructive thruster maneuvers or payload shutdowns. The adoption of web-based telemetry in aerospace means that vulnerabilities common to standard web software can now translate into the permanent loss of deep space missions. The convergence of machine speed exploits and signed driver subversion proves that traditional, signature-based antivirus and static network zoning are obsolete. To prevent sandbox escapes, software process isolation must be replaced by hardware-assisted micro-virtual machines, like AWS Firecracker. Enabling Hypervisor Protected Code Integrity, or HVCI, neutralizes BYOVD attacks. The hypervisor validates kernel mode memory, blocking vulnerable drivers from running Ring 0 payloads. By confining untrusted execution behind hardware virtualization boundaries, memory corruption within the guest is stopped at the hypervisor layer, preventing escape to the host system. Within industrial networks, organizations must transition to a zero-trust Purdue model to secure the physical edge. This requires the deployment of industrial deep packet inspection firewalls, capable of enforcing cryptographic signing on individual S7 COM+ commands in real time. Because software isolates have proven vulnerable to cross-context memory corruption, every line of dynamic code must be treated as hostile by default. This necessitates the use of hardware-based cryptographic air gaps between SCADA networks and cloud analytics. Survival in the era of autonomous cyber weapons requires discarding passive compliance in favor of uncompromising, defense-in-depth architectural resilience.